AI is enhancing productivity at a rate we've never seen before, turning hours of whiteboard chaos into executive-ready data strategies in minutes. And in this demo, I'll show how I use Claude Desktop connected to Miro as a kind of always-on strategy partner, starting with a blank whiteboard and using natural language to brainstorm data and AI ideas directly onto the board, then having Claude cluster those ideas into clear strategy themes and transform the best ones into structured initiative docs that could be shared with leadership. I'll also have Claude generate an end-to-end process flow so architects and engineering leads can see handoffs, data quality checkpoints, and responsibilities at a glance. Finally, we'll switch into a use case assessment mode where product, business, and analytics personas can collaborate while Claude helps brainstorm AI use cases, score them by impact and feasibility, and lay them out into a prioritization matrix. With these approaches, executives get clarity and prioritization, data teams get concrete flows and requirements, and product and analytics teams get a single living canvas instead of scattered docs. So let's jump in. The first thing you'll want to do is create a new Miro account online. You can start with a free account. You'll just need to share your board URL with Claude. Claude Desktop has the Miro MCP connector available as an add-on, so you'll want to add this to your team. Once added, you can configure tool permissions from the default in case you need to enable or disable additional tool access for your teams. And when you connect to the MCP, you'll be prompted to connect to your existing Miro account. And that's it. Once connected, you're ready to go. So for my first prompt, I'm asking Claude to build an entire Databricks data strategy whiteboard from scratch, starting with a strategy overview document positioned on the board that lays out 5 strategic clusters like governance, lakehouse infrastructure, AI ML enablement, data culture, and data products, each with 3 to 4 specific initiatives calling out Databricks components like Unity Catalog, Delta Lake, and ML Flow, along with a linked prioritization table that pulls all these initiatives into a trackable format with priority colors, effort levels, and status tracking. And as you can see, it creates an extremely detailed data and AI strategy brainstorm document I can review and refine, plus the strategy initiative tracker right alongside it. The value is massive. Instead of spending days building strategy docs and trackers manually, you get a complete, visually organized data strategy ready for executive review and team alignment in under 2 minutes, with every initiative pre-tagged with the exact Databricks capabilities needed to execute. I can now refine it manually or with additional prompts, export to PDF, or share it with my team for collaborative brainstorming sessions. For my second prompt, I'm asking Claude to generate a full end-to-end Databricks lakehouse process flow on the Miro board from ERP, CRM, and streaming ingestion through the bronze, silver, gold medallion layers with Unity Catalog into AI ML with feature engineering, ML Flow, Mosaic AI, and LLM RAGs, all the way out to the consumption via SQL dashboards, Delta sharing, and AI apps. Plus, I wanted to create a reference doc that explains each stage and the Databricks services involved. The result is a production realistic architecture and guide that data architects and engineers can use immediately for planning and implementation. And the value is that instead of spending weeks drawing this in a Visio or Lucid and filling in the gaps, you get a complete annotated lakehouse blueprint in minutes that you can tweak with follow-up prompts, tag with ownership, export for presentations, or hand straight to the engineering teams to build from. And finally, for my third prompt, I'm asking Claude to build an AI use case prioritization board on Miro that takes a messy list of ideas and turns them into a structured enterprise roadmap for Databricks Mosaic AI, starting with a doc that defines a scoring model across business impact, data readiness, and feasibility, then generating 10 realistic use cases like churn prediction, demand forecasting, chatbots, fraud detection, predictive maintenance, each with descriptions, recommended Databricks components, scores, and a phase, whether it's quick win, strategic bet, or long-term investment, plus a prioritization matrix that visually highlights impact, readiness, feasibility, phase, and status with color-coded bands. This gives product leaders and the CDO a clean, leadership-ready AI roadmap that feels like a board-ready artifact, built on concrete Databricks capabilities. Now, the value here is huge. Instead of multiple workshops and manual spreadsheet work, you get a clear visual prioritization matrix in minutes that you can refine with follow-up prompts, export for executive decks, or iterate with stakeholders live on the board. Finally, I can zoom in and out to see all of my assets on the same board. Strategy themes, process flows, and AI use case prioritization all living together in one place, and I can either export individual components as PDFs or images, or simply share the entire board with collaborators for real-time feedback and refinement. This is a game changer because it turns what used to be disconnected workshops, spreadsheets, and diagrams into a single living artifact that leadership, data teams, and product owners can all reference and evolve together. Beyond data and AI strategy, the same pattern works for sprint retrospectives and planning sessions where you can quickly capture what went well, what didn't, and turn those insights into actions, and keep the team's backlog visually mapped to goals, product roadmaps where you can align features, priorities, and timelines in one place, incident postmortems where you reconstruct timelines, decisions, and follow-up actions, governance playbooks where policies, standards, and workflows are documented visually, and operating model design where roles, responsibilities, and handoffs are clarified across teams. Claude accelerates value by doing this heavy lifting, structuring messy ideas, enforcing consistent formats, and generating production-ready artifacts, so we spend minutes on setup instead of days on documentation, freeing up time for deeper analysis and execution. Put simply, this workflow turns Claude into an always-on strategy partner that helps you move from fuzzy ideas to executive-ready artifacts and team-ready workflows faster than ever before. And that's exactly how you start building AI-assisted collaborations your team will actually adopt and trust. Thanks for watching.